Hi, I'm Danny. I am going to be going into Peabody actually for my major for bassoon performance. And I also do a lot of other instruments, especially voice, which I might end up going to minor in, but I know that I'm going for bassoon as my major. It was around my sophomore year. My parents honestly originally thought that I was going to use my music to get into a really good university and get an amazing education, but I told them no, I wanted to go into a conservatory or music school because I want to go into the music industry as my career, whether it be for as an instrumentalist, a singer, what have you, because I know I can do a lot of stuff and I really appreciate, wearing all those hats and I want to be surrounded by that as an education. So then they supported me and started doing the research on how the processes are different, and that's actually how we found inside music schools. And then after meeting them once or twice, you're like, yeah, these are definitely the college coaches that will get me to where I want to go or help me to get where I want to go. They help you with the entire admissions process from mock auditions to mock interviews, which also really helped me build a connection, get close to a lot of professors, even if I wasn't gonna go to their actual university. It still helped me with that connection, that closeness, which really helps. And especially even with the initial application process itself, those essays, if you ask Miss Karen or Mr. Steve, I definitely used a lot of those essays a lot. And now I end up finding myself going to one of the best music schools and even one of my favorites, because for my first choice, it was actually tied kind of between Berklee College of Music and honestly Peabody, even though if you asked me, I would have said Berklee, honestly, partially because my family did end up having a legacy there. So I thought that was important. But then in reality, the admissions process is they're going to want you for you and what you can do and how awesome your awesomeness is. And now I end up finding myself going to Peabody, and I partially have inside music schools and Miss Karen and Mr. Steve to thank for that, and I don't think my story with IMS is ever gonna end, because I'm personally not a big fan of burning bridges, and especially this bridge. It's one of the best bridges I've ever walked across, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and especially recommending to other people. I've actually already recommended it to a couple of my younger friends who are going to be starting this process in a few years. So definitely, if I had the choice, I would definitely do IMS all over again. So thank you.